Hi Pacers fans, and welcome into our newest monthly show, The Extra Pass, presented by GEICO. I'm Pat Boylan. This month we'll sit down with Justin Holiday and learn about his transition to the Indiana Pacers, as well as what life is like in the NBA alongside your brother. We'll also take a look at the top 5 plays from the month of November. It was a successful month for the Pacers. Indiana was 11-4 in November. We'll also give you a sneak peek inside look on the new City Edition uniforms and just how those came to be. Let's start things off with our top play countdown and move to play number 5 in Brooklyn. It's Naz Mitrou-Long. Pacers were hit hard by the injury bug in November, so much so that they had to call up a two-way player, Naz Mitrou-Long, for their game in Brooklyn. And Mitrou-Long proved up to the task, scoring 12 points, fresh off playing for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Naz Mitrou-Long's step-in performance, our number 5 highlight. We moved to Philadelphia for our number 4 play. It was T.J. McConnell's first visit back to his old team, the 76ers. He's already become a fan favorite in Indianapolis and certainly was there in Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell's standing ovation, his return, our number 4 moment from November. Moving now to number 3, same player, staying with T.J. McConnell, the third quarter winding down, and this teardrop falls for McConnell. And check out the bench reaction, a little reminiscent of that Corey Joseph play a couple of years ago. T.J. McConnell, 2 of our top 5 plays in the month of November. We'll take a look at the top 2 plays from November a little bit later in this show. Justin Holiday may not have been the splashiest offseason acquisition for the Pacers, but boy has he been pivotal in Indiana's early success. We recently had the chance to sit down with one of the newest Pacer wings. Justin, you've been called the glue guy here early. You're playing a massive role as there have been a lot of injuries on this team here in the first month or so. I'm sure you imagined when you signed here having a significant role and playing a big part. Could you have imagined it would be coming together in this type of way where you've been one of the key guys so far to what the Pacers have been able to do?
I don't know if I can say I imagined it this way. I mean, the way I go into the season is just being able to try to help the team. I obviously thought I was going to be on the floor. I always try to find a way to do what the team needs to get on the floor, but I never know what the role is going to exactly look like. I have some goals, I guess, for myself, but I mean, to be able to help the team and play is all I'm looking for.
I want to ask you about that Brooklyn game back in mid-November. Could you kind of feel as it was going on that this was a really special moment for you and your brother, or are you too locked into the play-to-play kind of aspects of a game like that?
I was really just locked in at the play at hand and wanting to win the game, really. My main thought was thinking, okay, we're down a lot of guys. You know, we have to find a way to come out, play some defense, and score the ball well. And so, yeah, I didn't really think about it until after the game, and, you know, I was told, you know, about me and him both scoring 20 in the game. Us both starting was good enough for me at that point.
Yeah, you had said the starting thing was kind of cool to walk onto the floor with him. Of course, all those games in the backyard maybe kind of rushing through your head. But then you're on SportsCenter, and all of a sudden this statistic about how both of you have 20-point games as brothers on the same team. It's never happened before, and maybe that takes an end of the year thing to kind of fully realize it. But it has to be kind of special even in the moment.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't even know if it's an end of year thing. It might take a while because there's a lot of things that I've done in my basketball career that might not hit me until later. But it is very, very special. I mean, it was special for me to even come and play on this team with Aaron, to be teammates with him. Like I've said before, that's a very, very big deal for me. And for both of us to start and play well together, I just think that's not the ultimate, goal and the ultimate, wish, but it's an awesome thing to be a part of because, that's what you want to do. You want to play well with your teammates, but when it's your brother, I mean, that's just a very, very dope thing. So.
We'll continue with part 2 of our conversation with Justin Holiday a little bit later in the show. The Indiana Pacers made a splash with their new City Edition uniforms. Let's take a look behind the scenes at the unveil of Indiana's newest look.
So you have the NBA, you have the Pacers, and you have Nike all coming together today for a special announcement.
This is the third City Edition that we've ever introduced. It was created to honor and celebrate the distinct history of basketball and racing in our city. Always Lead is about certainly leading this race, leading our league, leading in the right ways, whether it be on the court or on the track or in the community.
When we think of Indianapolis, people think likely of two things more than anything else: motorsports and basketball. I don't think it gets any more Hoosier than that.
And you can head over to PacersTeamStore.com now to purchase your own City Edition uniform. All right, let's take a look at the top 2 plays from the month of November. It's a pair of big shots, and we'll start with T.J. Warren in overtime against Atlanta.
And Alex Len has 15, tied at 99.
Very solid play.
Warren for 3.
Very solid play.
In our number 1 play from the month of November, another big shot in that homestand, Aaron Holiday with the 4th quarter clock winding down.
Difference. Remember, it sets to 14. Aaron Holiday for 3. Got it!
Money!
Aaron Holiday!
Even in his early time with the Indiana Pacers, it's always interesting to get the perspective of Justin Holiday. Let's continue with part 2 of our conversation.
How often do you get to talk to Drew in New Orleans, and is he kind of looking up at this as a prideful brother at all?
I mean, we speak to each other after, games where we play well. We tell one another, good game and things like that. He's always wanted to play. Like, for us to all play together, I think that would be awesome. I think that's something he's always wanted to do. I have played with Drew before. It was very, very short time, but, he talks about how jealous he is that we get to play together and, do this basketball, job together. Because one, basketball is not as easy as people think it is. Yeah, we get to play the game we love, but there's a lot of stress and stuff. So when you have a family member with you or somebody you're very, very close with, it helps and it just makes the time, more enjoyable.
There's so much talk about the Holiday brothers, but a sister you have as well who is a pretty good basketball player too, right? And I know she dealt with some injuries, but this is not just a brother trio. You've got a sister who's a good player too.
I mean, we have a whole family of basketball players. And yeah, my sister went to UCLA, like Drew and Aaron, and she was very, very good as well. She battled a lot of concussions, the reason why she had to retire from basketball. But I remember her first game back from one of the times she got a concussion. She played a big team. I forgot who it was, but she had a double-double off the rip. And she was actually a very, very, very good defender too. I remember in high school, she was the type of player that the coach would tell her not to let a girl cross half court, and the girl couldn't cross half court. That's how my sister was. And she was very aggressive too, because she had all brothers. So yeah, my sister was a very, very good athlete. She's probably the best athlete in the family. She played everything in high school, and the rest of us just, stuck to play a little football, but stuck to basketball.
Yeah. When you look at the Pacers here now going forward into December, obviously getting some of these key players back is maybe the biggest goal, but what do you see from what the team has been able to do so far, and what are goals as you start to look forward?
Yeah, I mean, getting these guys back is going to be good for us. I know everybody in the NBA career wants to have a big role and be able to do a lot on the floor, which is very, very understandable. When we have a lot of guys that can come back and that can all be spread, it makes things a lot easier for everyone, but prepares us more for, postseason. That's what I'm looking forward to, is getting that ball back rolling again with the guys that are going to be out there and preparing ourselves for the postseason to do the best we can. That's the main goal.
Well, Justin, congrats on a strong start to your time here with the Pacers, and best of luck going forward. Appreciate you joining us.
Appreciate you.
That'll wrap up this month's edition of the Extra Pass presented by GEICO. Plenty of opportunities to catch your Pacers inside Bankers Life Fieldhouse this month. Just visit pacers.com/tickets.